this video today is in regards to well water testing. So there are properties out there that are served by well versus water source, being a city water connected to city water. Obviously, though, you find those properties more in the rural areas. And so there's a couple things to know if you're buying a property that has a well or served by a well is typically, it's the buyer's responsibility per our Northwest Multiple Forms, the buyer's responsibility to have the well tested. And most buyers have a requirement for their lender. Their lender likes to see that the water has been tested for bacteria and coliform. So this is an example of one that was done by this Spectra Laboratories. And this particular client had Spectra Laboratories come out and do the well testing for them. Typically a pretty nominal fee to have that done. And as you can see, they tested for coliform bacteria, E. coli. This is a pretty standard test, and this would be sufficient for most lenders to get past underwriting, be able to close on the property. They want to make sure that the water is potable and drinkable, and that there's nothing going on there as far as any kind of bacteria being in the water. If you do find that there is bacteria in the water, there is a process for what we call shocking the well, and there's protocol for that so that you can kill the bacteria and then have it retested before you close. So this is just an example of one that passed. There was absent of coliform and E. coli. And then also too, this is a more of a traditional receipt from the laboratory. So they come out, they take the water test, they send it to the lab, and this is a copy of the lab report that shows, that it came back. And here's your satisfactory right here. And this also, notates who took the sample, where the sample was taken. I have run into some circumstances where they even require a third-party person to take the sample. It's pretty rare, but some lenders want to make sure that there's not an interested party that's taking the sample, but a neutral third party. So, but most cases, you can, if you're the buyer, you can get a sample test kit. You can or you can hire a third-party company like Spectra or any others to be able to do this for you and have the well tested so that you know that you've got good drinking water before you close on your home. And as I mentioned before, almost all lenders will require this basic level of testing to be done before it'll be a condition of the loan before they're willing to close on the transaction.